Hello everybody and welcome back to Blocker's bonus stage for more Yugioh Capsule Monster Coliseum. With three opponents to go, our next opponent is Yami Marik.
I'm so pleased to meet you again, Pharaoh.
Marik, I assume you want to duel me again?
You assume correctly. I haven't had my fill of tormenting you yet.
Marik, in this battle I will defeat the evil that is feasting on your soul.
Go ahead and try.
So this is a shadow game, meaning every time I lose a monster, I forget a friend or a family member. So I need to be very careful, because that's Marik's gimmick, remember? You know, assuming you watch the show, which, if you didn't watch Yugioh, why would you be here? I mean, seriously. Why would you be on a channel with five subscribers? Doing a let's play of a Yu-Gi-Oh video game that's not really remembered outside of being a Yu-Gi-Oh video game. Like, this isn't GoldenEye or frickin' Simpsons Hit and Run. This is Yugioh Capsule Monster Coliseum. Not that I don't love the game, it's just there's no audience for anyone who hasn't played it yet. Yeah, I really don't want to go to the Shadow Realm. So, I'm going to have to play my best here. And if this is your first video of mine you're seeing, please don't worry. I'm not as pessimistic as I come off in the opening here. I was just kind of... I don't know, that whole thing was improv, so... I guess I should say this, but... most of my videos, or my Let's Plays, are semi-scripted, and that I have bullet points of what I want to talk about. So, yeah, that's my strategy. I don't script out word for word everything I say, but I know the bullet points of everything I want to say. Well, anyway, back to the commentary. Now, I just want to say that I really love the music for this stage. You know, you heard it in the beginning, you're going to hear it again soon. Well, you're going to hear it right now. It fits like a final boss area. To me,
It's time to start.
it sounds like the kind of music you'd probably hear when, like, you watch a fantasy movie and the hero's about to enter the big castle that the villain lives in and they're going to fight the dragon. So this stage is called Fire Mountain. And as you might have noticed, there's no fire. Just canyon and water. Is this a mistake? We'll wait and see. Actually, no, spoiler warning. There's a volcano that will erupt.
It's my pleasure to invite you into the shadows.
It takes some time, though. A few turns. And this whole water area in the center will overflow with lava. Liquid hot magma, as Dr. Evil would put it. What does that do? Well, it gives fire monsters an absolutely insane boost.
I will use all my strength to
And anything that's not fire gets a huge attack and gets... anything that's fire gets a huge boost in attack. Anything that's not fire will take a lot of damage. And it's really high. I think it's 30 or 40. And this arena is also pretty big. The area the lava covers is also really big. Once it happens, all you'll have is the perimeter surrounding the stage to play on. You know, that'll be the only safe area. And there's like, see, there's like two rocks in the middle of that lake. And that's pretty much it. But the lava effect is not permanent. As time goes on, it will also begin to rain. The rain will weaken the lava, and then after that, the lava will go away completely and it will return back to normal water. But yeah, just remember, if your piece is in water when the lava comes, you will take damage. So even if you're already there and the lava gets there, you're gonna take damage. So be aware of that. And once it rains and gets rid of the lava, I'm not sure if the lava comes back or not, because most duels don't actually last that long. Also, since I play wood, this stage I am 100% totally disadvantaged since I use a wood symbol and all my heavy hitters are wood. Normally wood monsters have good defense. Like, they're able to make the attacks they receive a minimum. Like, all the way to the minimum. Because their defense is so high. But, due to the boost the fire monsters get, like, that pretty much nullifies their high defense. And this stage is pretty much will make me suffer since I use wood. Every attribute in this game actually has that one stage that really just will put you in a pickle. Like, totally dominant. Or, you'll be totally dominated. So, about Marik's deck.
This is only the beginning.
Celebrate now, because I guarantee you will not be celebrating later.
So Marik plays predominantly fire, obviously, and wind monsters, with an earth monster, and as tempting as it is, never play wood in this stage. Now, I'm sure you noticed, I'm playing my Great Moth, and it's wood. I'm doing that just so I can grind him up for future battles, and to help take out his wind monster. Now, keep in mind, this is a risky move, as one hit can take it out, which is insane to think about because that thing can tank.
To think a loser like you is in the early lead.
That thing can tank like 10 or 20 hits, on average at least. Now, since this is a risky move, I can't recommend it for new players. And not to brag or come off as arrogant otherwise, but I'm actually really good at this game. So, obviously the strategy can't be recommended to everyone, and that's also why I only brought one wood monster.
Every move is another step in a...
That's why I only brought one wood monster, because I'm so disadvantaged with my normal monsters. Yeah, I really don't mean to brag, but keep in mind, I've played this game for like 18 years at this point, so... Yeah. Anyway, back to his monsters, his lowest level is Firegrass. This thing I'm about to attack right now. It looks really pathetic, doesn't it? You'd be wrong. He actually starts off at level 3. Now this is unique, as every other duel, every monster the opponent plays starts off at level 0. Or level 1, the bare bottom. Except here. Yep, Yami Marik is cheating the system a little bit because his level 1 monster, or his weakest monster, is actually leveled up. Water monsters are probably the safest bet, and the lake, when it's not overrun with lava, is actually really good for water as it gets them a huge boost. It's up to 60. The ideal strategy is to include diagonal attack monsters with bigger attack ranges like 2 or 3, so you can maintain distance and not get cornered by fire. The boost is actually so high that it can take out anything, even if you have type advantage. And that's really it for strategy.
That was a lot of damage, but it survived.
Just play water monsters and bring something else to take out his wind monster. Uh-oh, I lost White Dolphin. I think I just forgot my girlfriend. Okay. So, this is something I brought up in the very first duel with Marik. Oh, here it comes.
I can hear it. I can hear it. Pharaoh, I can hear the shadows calling your name. Let your funeral begin!
Yeah, it's 30 damage, not 40. My mistake, y'all. Also, Marik's AI is also a little on the dumb side because he puts his wind and earth monster in the fire pit. So he willingly takes damage. He willingly takes damage.
That's not good. I take damage at that location.
Excellent! It makes my blood boil!
Alright, so I guess I hyped this up enough in the first Yami Marik duel. Why did I cry when I saw Yami Marik for the first time? Around the time I saw this episode, it was a weird time for me because I was about 7 or 8, and I was becoming a little bit more cynical about media. My suspension of disbelief was gone, and I became self-aware of a lot of common tropes
You're starting to annoy me!
in media. For example, like how the hero will always defeat the villain, and how the villain can only ever be defeated by the hero. So it became a lot less fun.
My piece is still alive!
So it ended up becoming a lot less fun to watch a lot of series I enjoyed, because I knew characters I really liked, but who weren't the protagonists, would always lose no matter what. And this didn't just happen with Yu-Gi-Oh! I also noticed it in other anime, other superhero comic books and movies, and cartoons, and wrestling. Though with wrestling it was a bit of the opposite. With, I grew up during like the Triple H reign of terror, and I knew no matter what happened,
You'll pay, Pharaoh! I'll destroy your 5 senses! Until all you can feel is the doom in your heart!
yeah, Triple H, I knew no matter what happened, he'd always win the title. It didn't matter. So, the first duel I saw in this period of this weird period of, becoming cynical about media and self-aware of the tropes was the My Valentine duel with her and Yami Marik. Keep in mind, I was 7 at the time. And this is actually a duel I don't watch. Like, I saw them get paired up in the bracket, and I knew 2 things. 1, she's not going to win, and 2, something bad's going to happen to her. 7-year-old me cried. Look, you can make fun of me all you want, but Mai was always kind of a comfort character for me as a kid. Like, my first animated crush. I loved her, like, genuinely. My waifu before I knew what a waifu was. So it was really hard to watch, especially the ending where she's stuck in the Shadow Realm. I don't know, I just wanted to do something to help her, and... yeah, I hated this story arc. I really did. And then, funnily enough, I never actually rewatched this episode for like 10 years. Mostly because after the series ended, or after I stopped watching it back in like 2005, 2006, I didn't really make a conscious effort to rewatch the entire series. You know, I watched the DVDs I collected, and I played video games and connected with the media, but I never really watched the show as a whole. It took me like 10 or 12 years.
If that's all the damage you can deal, then my monster will not fall.
To rewatch it again. It took me like 10 or 12 years to rewatch it again. And then before that, my main connection with Yu-Gi-Oh! Was watching just random duels for fun. Like, just picking random duels I watched as a kid and watching them for nostalgia. The Yami Marik versus My Valentine duel is one I never went back to. I hardly ever watched that one for fun. In fact, my first time actually rewatching it was 2017 when I got into watching the Japanese sub version. It was free on Crunchyroll, so... and I just remember thinking, oh boy, it's that episode. I buckled down and watched it, and it wasn't that bad as an adult, thankfully. It did make me cry when I was 7 or 8 because when I was a kid, I mean, you know, I saw what happened to mine. It made me upset. What can I say? You know, here's something funny about me. While I did cry over that, there's a lot of traditionally sad episodes of cartoons that a lot of people cite. And you know what? None of them have done it for me. From really upsetting kids episodes to like episodes of adult cartoons. You know the Jurassic Bark episode of Futurama? That one didn't get me. The Luck of the Fryish episode, you know, the one with the 7-leaf clover and the one where his brother is named after him. Yeah, that one didn't get me either. Weird, huh?
Not bad.
Pretty weird, right? I guess I'm emotionally unpredictable, so...
This will finish you.
I mean, not...
I'll make you pay, Pharaoh.
I don't know, I guess just... like, I'm all the way... my levels are all over the place because really sad things don't affect me at all.
I'm the winner.
I've been defeated. No, it was you who was supposed to lose, Pharaoh.
I got my memories
You're the one
back.
who's going back into the shadows, Marik.
No, no.
That was satisfying, and a really cool way to end this duel. So anyway, my emotional levels are like all over the place, because I've seen really tragic, sad episodes of cartoons that did nothing to me. Like, I didn't cry when Mufasa fell off the cliff in Lion King, or anything I can think of. Oh, tune in next time when we face Shoddy. I guess I'm going to finish the story anyway. I got time. I don't care. One thing that did get me was the movie The Fox and the Hound, when she has to leave Todd behind in the woods. I mean, I guess that one hurt me because I've had a lot of pets who've passed away, unfortunately. And then the music video my best friend Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy got me. So, go figure. Anyway, tune in next time, folks. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to write mean comments about my emotions.